Welcome to a very special edition of Fox News Fight Game. Mike Straka joined by Kurt Pellegrino. How you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Which is the bad hand?
This one here, my left hand.
Tell me about the hand. What happened there?
I broke my fifth metacarpal away from my wrist.
And you went all 3 rounds in that fight?
All 3 rounds.
Tough fight then, huh?
Tough fight. Tough fight, tough kid.
You did a lot of freestyle wrestling in your career, and Joe Stevenson 5-pointed you.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I was embarrassed. I was, as it was happening, you know, he took my back, grabbed me, and I was on his hands, and all of a sudden I was in the air, and I was like, my dad's going to be mad at me. I tell you, never have that, not even in practice, never. Joe Stevens the first one.
Interesting.
So, would like to get him back for that.
How did you make the jump from being a high school wrestler to the UFC, which is a huge jump?
I was just hanging around, had my own apartment, doing my own thing, and I was kind of like, you know what, I still want to get my hand raised, still want to, you know, win. And one kid said to me, hey, why don't you come to the school, the Short Thing Wrestling Club. He's like, why don't you go over there, we're doing the UFC stuff. I'm like, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll see you there.
And obviously it worked out for you.
Yep, went there, and one of the kids were fighting. He's been training for like 6 months, and I took him down, beat him up, ground and pound, and I was like, man, I think I could do this.
Bob Arum, on the night you fought, there was some issues there. What's your take on what Bob Arum did?
In that case, I think that was just a stare down, that if me and you were going to fight each other, and we want the crowd to get into it, I'm going to stare down at you a little harder. I don't think necessarily he did anything wrong to Bob Arum. I just think that Bob Arum was just, you know, showing the class. Pride
and UFC coming together. Do you think the fights are going to get better?
You combined all those guys, and you know, I get to fight you in the UFC all the time because we fight each other. But if you were in Pride and I wanted to fight you, it's a money issue. If I leave the UFC to go to Pride because I want to fight you, I think it would be a good fight, I'm never allowed to come back. And if you beat me, I'm done. I think it's more exciting fights for the fans. I think the fans benefit the most, you know. And you know, there's a couple guys in Japan I'd like to beat up too. So I hopefully I can get the opportunity too.
Now, you know, there's a lot of talk about steroids in sports overall, and there's a lot of steroid use in mixed martial arts. We're not stupid. We're not idiots. What's your take on it?
If you have to do steroids to do football, to do baseball, basketball, college wrestling, then I don't believe that you're true to yourself. Everyone does steroids. It's just who gets caught and who doesn't. 100%, I don't believe that people should be doing steroids. I don't, you know, if you need to do steroids, then, you know, do something different.
Well, Kurt, thanks for coming in. That about does it for this edition of Fox News Fight Game. Until next time, I'm Mike Straka. Enjoy the fights.